have one of the ministers of the cabinet who is going to talk to us, someone who was a general in the army. His name is Yoav Gallant. You might have him on your list. And we also have a surprise for you, but I cannot speak about it. So you will still wonder. Obviously, I'm not going to guide right now, but I want to say a few things about tomorrow, which are very, very important for you. We are all more or less dressed up, black tie and so on, except me, but that's because I'm Israeli. But we are reasonably okay, well dressed and so on. Tomorrow is a different day. Tomorrow we have a very long day. I'm sure the guy that will take you back to the bus, it doesn't have to be this one. We'll speak about it as well. But tomorrow we have a very long day that starts for you, not the wake up, starting at 6:30 with breakfast, okay? So I don't know what you're going to have tonight, wine-wise and food-wise, but you have to be ready to eat at 6:30. At 7:30, the breakfast table closes, the buffet closes, okay? So there is no more breakfast. That's for in-house people who are staying in the Waldorf Astoria hotel. After that, at 7:30, we are going to have a talk with some people, and at 8:30, we have to leave on time to go to the south, to the military base that I've spent some of my time when I was a bit younger at, and my son is now at, but I won't meet him tomorrow. And we are going to the military base to see how Israel deals with the tunnels. We are going to see an imitation or a representation, a model of Gaza Strip, including tunnels. And you know that this is, I don't know how much you hear about it outside of Israel, but it is an incredible thing that is going on right now to identify the tunnels that are trying to get into Israel from the Gaza Strip. By the way, the last identification and destruction was yesterday, right? Yesterday. The deepest, but they destroyed it not by bombing it. But they didn't destroy it by bombing it, but rather by filling it with cement. Okay, so that's, and why is that so? I'm not going into it, of course, it's very complicated. Why is it so? Because the idea now of the army is to destroy the capabilities of the tunnels, but not get an escalation of the situation. Okay, so if we can destroy the tunnels without killing anybody, although it seems a bit, or sounds a bit weird, we prefer to do it this way because otherwise there will be an escalation and nobody wants it. We don't want it, we hope the Hamas doesn't want it as well in that front, and we have fronts others, so that's why they do it by cement and not by exploding, for example, unless it is necessary. Okay, so that's something we are going to see tomorrow. Therefore, what I suggest to you is that tomorrow you bring very comfortable clothes. Like if you want to come in shorts, that's okay, or very informal, whatever you wear for a day when you're not working, okay? So very comfortable on one hand. Comfortable shoes as well, because we're going to walk a little bit afterwards. We have actually I think the essence of many tours of Keren Hayesod, and that's going to see the projects that we are going to see, and so on. So, and afterwards we have, tomorrow is evening of Memorial Day. So we are going, without coming back to the hotel, we are going to Latun, to the memorial for the tank corps that is very big in Israel, okay? So we are going to have a ceremony over there, and that can be a bit cold. So what I suggest to you is that you wear very comfortable for the morning, okay, when we leave, and throughout the day you'll be comfortable. Bring sunblock if you wear shorts and so on, like we'll be in the sun some of the time. We'll have hats for you, but the hats with a casquette, not, wide brim and so on. So you have to think of all of these things. And in the evening, bring also something warm with you. And don't forget it's a ceremony, so if anybody wants to bring white shirt for the memorial ceremony, in a bag, in the side, like leave it on the bus, there's no problem, okay, doing that. Tomorrow we start the day according to the colors that you have on your name tags, right? So you have the dot, so you are blue, so you're not with me, sir. Those who have red are with me over here, and this is the red bus. You have signs in front.
Blue.
You have signs in front and at the back to show you the color of the bus. You don't have to guess it. The signs are in the color of the bus. And I think more or less that's what I want to tell you right now, unless you want to hear a little bit about this lovely neighborhood, which is called Rehavia. And this is the neighborhood where the house of the president is, and also the house of the prime minister that we have is not far away from here. When I was, again, a kid growing up in Jerusalem, then there was no security. Like, you could walk like almost inside the house of the prime minister, no problem at that time. Now they have blocks, big blocks to keep guard over it, obviously, and so on. And they are going to drive through this neighborhood all the way to Binyanei Haoma. It will take us about, in this space, something like 20 minutes. We are starting with a cocktail, okay? So we'll go in, we'll go through security like we always do in every public occasion in Israel, and I think many places, other places in the world now. And you're going to go through security, you're going to go to start with a little cocktail. We can have drinks and so on without seats and so on. And then we'll be able to go into the dining hall and the award and the ceremony. And over there you have it's free seating, everybody sits as they want, but you will have signs on the table that says Keren Hayesod Annual Convention. Okay, so you have to be in those free seating, not within it, it's not named, but don't go to other places because there will be many other delegations as well who will come over here, and they will have their own seats. So, any questions, anything I didn't mention?